Another today is session number 47. We want to welcome all of you who are tuning today to listen to our brand ambassadors, women. We're still celebrating the Women Month. So women in technology will still be the topic. So this is part two. And we will want to hear from our distinguished and lovely panelists. From my left to right, I have Dr. Benny Blessing Tinglet. I have um, Sister Debbie McCormick. I have Sister Joyce um, Hicks. And I have Sister Lister from Canada. Myself, Dr. Patience Ajogwen from the US. And Ivy Mix from the US as well. So, Joyce Mix is from USA also. Now, Lister from Canada. So we'll be having these panelists. They'll be telling us achievements, a lot of data, achievements of women in technology, the background, and all of that. So we'll just plead with you to stay put, and we'll listen to all of them as they go about their the presentation of our all the information that we got here. We will pass it on to you, and you will just stay tight and you will hear from them. Now, let's start with, I don't know which video I want to present now. Might be O Connect. Okay, this is one of our products that is coming. So we want to see it. Oh no, just about ONPASSIVE. I have this one about ONPASSIVE. Let's go with it first. Thank you. Okay, if you look at it, for viewers who don't know what or who we are, our company is called ONPASSIVE. It is found on www.onpassive.com. That's our website. And we have amazing products. We are a software development platform, or SaaS, software as a service, as you can call it in the IT world. Now we have this platform that was created by our chief executive officer or CEO, who is called Mr. Ash Mufare, a man. He built this platform with heart so that it can help, okay, to correct a lot of the malice that has been going on in the information technology world. So we have all of our ladies here, and they will be going one after another to tell us what they know or what they think women in technology. So we'll be starting with Dr. Patience.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doc, go ahead.
Hello. Good evening, good night, good day, wherever you're calling from. Welcome again. Thank you, Engineer Mike, for putting this panelists together. And given that this is a Women's Month, it just makes sense. We are continuing with our topic, Women in Technology and ONPASSIVE, the effect. Given that this is March, the Women History Month, and the International Women's Day just passed, and the topic was digital innovation and technology for gender equality. I am just going to highlight some ladies whose impeccable work propelled John Glenn into orbit in 1962. These women were the first Black women, and I selected these women because February was Black History Month, so it was a month before March. These women were the first Black managers at Langley. During World War II, with the expansion of the computer pool, Langley started recruiting African American women with college degree to work as a computer, according to NASA, right? Even at the midst of segregation, these women perform way above their white male counterparts. These women were called computers, and the ones I picked were showcased, or the movie Hidden Figures actually told their story. The first one I want to just tell you about is Mary Jackson. Mary Jackson received her Bachelor's of Science degree from Hampton Institute of Mathematics and Physical Science. She began her career as a school teacher, had several jobs before joining NACA, which was a precursor of NASA. She worked for NACA for 30 years. Then she was a successful engineer, and after her career with NACA for 30 years, she decided to become advocate for women and minorities in this field, the technology field. So the other one I want to talk about was Katrin Johnson. She graduated with higher honors. She started working as a school teacher. Look at the theme. Most of them were school teachers. And in 1937, she joined the West Area Computer section at Langley in 1953. Katrin Johnson did the trajectory analysis for Alan Shepard's mission in 1961 and John Glenn mission in 1962. Dorothy Vaughan, she began her career as a math teacher. Joined Learning Memorial Astronomical Laboratory in 1943. She became the first Black supervisor at the National Advisory Committee of Aeronautics, NACA, which was, as I said, the predecessor of NASA in 1949. So I just tell you three great leaders, great women, Black women, minority women, that in the area of segregation and gender discrimination, racism, these three women, even though they were in an area that was segregated, they are brilliant. Their work has left impact in what they did. So women are very intelligent. So the theme today, this year, for innovation and technology and innovation is not to be taken lightly. We had last week all the statistics, the strive that we're making to reduce this gap, but we are still not there yet. There's still room for improvement. And we are in ONPASSIVE. And ONPASSIVE is what? A technological company building solutions that will be used by everybody. And we have great women in ONPASSIVE. So our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufara, is giving us this platform for women to excel in technology and to reduce this gap. That is the effect ONPASSIVE will have for this topic, gender equality, with the heightenedness of STEM, which is what? Science, technology, engineering, mathematics. So as we bridge this gap, as women are making this strive, ONPASSIVE is going to give us a platform. The platform for us to excel, the platform for us to continue to grow, the platform to encourage each other, network, because that is the key. As I said last time, when women talk, they say we're aggressive. When men talk, they say they are assertive. So let's continue to advocate for each other, and without wasting time. And as I said, ONPASSIVE is going to give us the all-women platform for us to really network. Without wasting time, I'm going to bring a great panelists to talk more on the topic. And some of them were not here last week for one reason or another. I will start with them. So I'm going to start with Sister Debbie McCormick, brand ambassador McCormick. Come on down and give us your views or your excitement or your statistics about the topic. Come on down, Debbie. You're muted, I guess. Sister Debbie, you have to start over.
Participations for giving me the opportunity to share my opinion about women in technology. I am celebrating a very, very special woman, a very contemporary woman. But before I start sharing her accomplishments, I decided to look up what technology is according to Mr. Google. And it told me that Google said, what technology is the application of scientific knowledge for practical purposes, especially in industry. For example, advances in computer technology. It is also the branch of knowledge dealing with engineering or applied sciences. So that means a lot in terms of the woman I want to celebrate. Celebrating women in technology, I decided to research on one of our very own. She's in this house, she's in ONPASSIVE, and she's on this panel. Dr. Bernadette Nabusong Ntinglet, or called in the ONPASSIVE world, Queen Sister Dr. Benny, who is always smiling. I cannot tell you how much I admire her. Dr. Benny is from a very large family with several siblings who live in various parts of the world, including Cameroon. I met her through my ONPASSIVE journey, and the rest of it is history. Dr. Benny has over 30 years in corporate America and over 10 years of those in computer technology. Did you know that she is licensed in 9 areas of information technology?
Yes.
Dr. Benny is a highly accomplished woman in technology and holds the following qualifications.
Wait, honey. How was your
PhD in information technology, information security and assurance, as well as cyber security. Master of Information Technology, Information Security and Assurance. Master in Counseling, Mental Health, Marriage, Gerontology and Education. Bachelor in Public Health. In addition to the above, Bachelor in Public Health. And in addition to the above listed degrees, Dr. Benny is a certified Chief Information Security Officer, a CompTIA Advanced Security Practitioner, a Project Manager Professional, Certified Information Security Management, Certified Information System Auditor, EC Counseling Certified Ethical Hacker, Certified Data Privacy Solution Engineer, CompTIA Security and Scrum Master Accreditation Certification, Oracle Certified Professional, Certificate in Health Informatics Technology. Currently, she is Program Manager, Information Security Manager, and Information Security System Officer. I do see the need to acknowledge, not just acknowledge, but appreciate this wonderful woman in our lives. I picked her particularly because she's from our generation. She's a minority by gender and by skin tone. We love her dearly. It's good to celebrate someone when they are with you, not when they're gone. So I purposefully picked her as my woman to celebrate in technology. I see true talent. I acknowledge true talent in my woman in technology, Bernadette Nabusong in Tinglet. You will always be able to go back to school. I do believe that Dr. Benny is going to continue studying when ONPASSIVE launches, after she pays off all her outstanding school loans. Without further ado, please, let's give Dr. Benedict Ntinglet a hand of applause for being such a wonderful, wonderful, accomplished woman in technology for this year. Thank you. Back to you, Dr. Patience.
Wow, wow. You know, you actually steal that from me. That was my presentation, Women to Celebrate on Thursday. But I'm glad you did that. And you started by defining technology according to Dr. Google. That is the application of scientific knowledge for practical purposes, especially in industry, advanced in computer technology. And the woman you just celebrated is actually doing that. She did not just have 9 areas or 10 areas of specialties. We saw all the articulates. She is in the industry applying it. So it is Dr. Benny is what, an ONPASSIVian. So as we said, the topic was what? Women in technology, ONPASSIVE, the effect. So we can see it. So ONPASSIVE is already making that effect to close that gap, because we have women in technology in ONPASSIVE, where they can be mentors. They can be the people to reach to, go out to. So there's no reason that we, ONPASSIVian women, we don't use the resources and get into the technology, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics industry when we have the talent, when we have the people, when we have women with credential in the industry among us. So please, there's no reason. That is how ONPASSIVE is doing that effect, the gap, through the founders as well and the solutions. So thank you, Sister Debbie. We deserve to celebrate our talent and to showcase our talent so people see how ONPASSIVE, not only through the founders, but through the founder and their solution, is going to help close this gap. So now I'm going to bring up one of my other lady that was here last week with us. I said I'll start with them. So Mama Ivy Mix, come on down. Let's hear from you. Bring it back to the layman way. I like Mama Ivy. Mama Ivy Mix takes the technology out of the presentation, that brings the technology in a layman's way, if you know what that means. So she brings a point in a layman's way that anyone will understand and want to be, and she'll show us how even going to buy grocery shop, you have to be in technology because you have to calculate your change. Come on down, Mama Ivy. Go ahead.
Oh my God. How did you know that this is written in my notes? I'm not joking. I have it written. I will start off by greeting, but I'm too excited. I'm too excited. If I was allowed to stand up, I would have been just standing around. But good evening, everybody. And I'm so happy to be here among great ladies. You know, I feel so proud to be a woman and some. I'm not joking. Thank you so much for highlighting our own precious Dr. Benny. Dr. Benny, if I want to put you in layman's terms, I have to go and sleep and come tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll have a show for you, because these certificates, to put it in ordinary language, I need help. But I celebrate you. You are beautiful, you are hardworking, and you have shown us that commitment can be seen all over the world. If nobody knows nobody, they know Dr. Benny because of her commitment. I don't know how she does it, but we say thank you and we celebrate you. And I wanted to greet everybody, but maybe I'll greet at the end. But at this time, I want to say Dr. Patience took one of my sentences.
No, use it, my dear, use it.
I was going to say, the market woman in Africa is okay. They know technology like something. Everybody has mobile money. What are you talking about? Everybody knows how to transfer money from phone to phone. What other technology do we need? We are already in technology. We are ahead. We know how to transfer money from bank to bank, from corner to corner, all over the world. And let me tell you something. Every one of those, before you can have that mobile money, you have an email. What are you talking about? Without an email, you cannot start. If you have an email, even if you don't remember, and you are able to start the mobile money. So that is where Dr. Patience took the wind out of my sail. That women in the marketplace are already doing it. Now, to go back to our precious sister Debbie, she also made it easy for me to put across my point. Media allows women to be seen. When we talk of women in technology, bringing it down is women that can be seen. This television is technology. This old stream is technology. This email is technology. So when we talk about AI, it includes all these things. Let us not take our mind to the coding and all those things. We'll bring that later. But we are all included. Media allows women to be seen. If you can see a woman on the TV, you know you can be her. Like we have seen Dr. Benny. There are young women who are watching. Because of women in technology, this technology that we are using, she's being seen now all over the world. As soon as you can see any woman on this media, you can be her. You can see a doctor and you can be her. You can see an engineer, you can be her. You can see the people in home decor, you can be them. You can see Engineer Bridget, you can want to be them. Because in technology, you have been given the opportunity to see yourself as you truly are. Just a minute. As you truly are and what you can become. Trust me, if I'm telling you that from tomorrow I have to register in so many schools because I have to want to be like Dr. Benny, it is admirable. But if it was not shown to us tonight on this media all over the world, we will not know. So women in technology, what I want to say is that we have to show ourselves. Those days, there were only two things that we saw. We only saw our mother in the kitchen. We only saw the teacher. We only saw the nurse, and we only saw the doctor. So that was all that we could see. Now we are seeing so many things, so many names. Look at Miss Yasmin. Look at Dr. Patience. Look at Miss Listra. You look at Miss Joyce Hicks. Look at our own precious Prof. Susan. You see all of them and you want to be them. That is the most powerful tool because God has said, as far as your eyes can see, whatever you see, that is what you are going to get. He says, count the stars. These stars in media, let us count them. Let us count the number of women that are successful in media and want to be like them. 44% of athletes are females. 50% of sport fans are women. But women's sport receives less than 10% attention. But let me tell you something. Because of media, when we jump that high jump, we'll put it on the TV. When we do that face makeup, we will put it on the TV. Are you seeing what I'm saying? Look at the Kardashians. Because of media and technology, everybody in the world wants to be like them, look like them. How did they get that far? In every country in the world, their makeup style is reigning all over the world. And I want to say something too, that when women do well, it is beautiful. You know, when we are doing well, it is so beautiful. We have the kids, we have the brains, we have the body, we have the resilience, we have the heart of motherhood. That was given to us by God. We have tenderness and we are innovative. So modern technology is poised to help solve the world's most pressing issues. So as technology is evolving, we must ensure that women have a seat at the table. We must ensure they have a seat at the table. And I want to give an example of an innovative lady that started something in Kansas City. She had a photo booth, selfie booth. Selfie is just for, women, just make up selfie. Then all of a sudden, she realized that there were companies in the world that wanted to showcase their products. But so she decided to take that her business and make it mobile. She has a mobile selfie booth. In that, she takes it from company to company. And when she's called Miss Carter, when she takes it to the company, all the employees come. She has selfies that you can take in a bathtub. You have selfies that you want to take with fresh fruits. So do you know what? Companies are looking for her because she's boosting the images of the company. That is a great innovation by a lady. She's called India Wells Carter, and she has her company is called Fresh on the Go. So I am so glad to announce that it took 51 years to create virtual reality. It took 25 years to create the internet. It took 2 weeks to launch ChatGPT. Creative innovators can accomplish everything. We should not let anybody tell us that we should wait for another 150 years before women can be in technology. It is never so. We have one last thing I'd like to say. Women are caregivers. We have innovation that is bringing caregivers for children. And then we have innovation that is bringing something like a robotic appliance that can help you. Can you imagine? We are talking of technology that is going to put wealth in our hands. How about if you have a robot as your housemaid? What about that? What about that? What about if you have a robot that can help you monitor your aging grandmom, so that just in case she has a fall, they can alert you? So I just want to say that we are in technology already, and I'm pleased to announce that we are winning. I am pleased to announce that we are already in AI. This panel is full of women. Look at us now. By 6 p.m., we would have been in our beds. We would have been in our nightgown. But look at me. I am in high heels. Trust me, I've sprayed perfume. And I'm sitting here. Which modern technology are we? Let me tell you something. We are winning. We are winning. We are already in it. I remember I saw Miss Susan, Prof. Susan, when I saw her on that promotion that they did. I just saw this woman turning her head, turning her neck, looking good, smiling. I said, this is what I want to be. We are winning. We've got everybody in AI. Let's go for it. Let's wear our high heels, sit on the Zoom, and win. Thank you very much.
Wow, wow, wow. I told you guys, right? I said, when Mama Lisa brings it, even you that cannot read and write, you understand technology. You actually brought a point, Mama Lisa, that we are in technology, and this media, even this platform that we are in, is helping to bridge the gap. So if our young girls are watching television or watching any show and they see a woman that says a CEO, yeah, she's a vice president, she is the inventor of the mobile selfie booth, it started making us to bridge that stereotypical role of a woman and a man. And this is Naka shared last week. That typically the one we saw, a nurse will say we expect a woman to show up, and a doctor will expect the man to show up. But if this technological media that you've just pointed showcase a woman doctor, right? That's because part of the STEM, which is technology, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, showcase a woman's doctor. Our female, our daughters, our nieces, nephew, mothers, grandmother will say, I want to be like that. So yes, Engineer Mike, what you are doing here, you're also this platform too. We are reducing that gap because if somebody stumble onto this platform and see this great lady speaking, they would like, I want to be like that, and they will realize that we're not only bridging the gap in technology, we're bridging the gap in work equality and stereotypicalness of work job, girl job, woman job. We're bridging that gap as well. So it's not only technology, we're bridging a gender equality period, pay period, job period, and white collar period. Like our girls, our daughters see that moms, yes, they can be in the kitchen, but that's not the only place they belong. Thank you, Sister Mama Ivy. I told you, I said you bring us the real sense of technology in the practical sense, and you did that. Thank you. So I'm going to call on Sister Joyce. Come on down. Come on down. What do you have to share with us?
Dr. Pat.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that, but
See,
thank you.
that's the only reason. I was looking at the faces. I said, who was going to be surprised? Well, come on down. You are ready. I know you are ready.
And you know I
Share with
was
us.
surprised.
Sister.
Yes. Thank you so much, Dr. Pat. You're doing an awesome job leading us into everything and just doing a wonderful job as you normally do. What a great tribute to Dr. Benish. Well deserved. We love you so much. You are just so special, and I'm just like Ivy's like I'm totally pumped and excited because just to be on the panel with such great women and such awesome, inspiring women that that like you said, we don't have to go far to find women in technology. Not only in technology, but Ash has made it so easy that women are able to be out there up front and to be leaders, not only in technology, but leaders in the company, but being leaders within ourselves and leaders within our community. So this is just an awesome platform, Mike. Thank you so much, Engineer Mike. I just want to highlight just a couple things here because you guys have already already knocked it out of the water and out of the park and everything else. We could just stop right here with everything that's been said because everyone is so great. Just to be on the panel with such awesome and intelligent, beautiful. I'm going to stop because I'm getting really emotional here, but it just really touches my heart because you guys could be any other place, but thank you for being here to inspire me and just to lift us up. I just want to touch on that some women who have changed the technology world. One lady is Ada Lovelace. She was the first computer programmer. So back in her day in the 40s, she was one of the first computer programmers. And then there's Grace Hopper. She was an esteemed computer scientist back in her day as well. She was in the military, so she was instrumental in developing COBOL, COBOL. So she was one of the first ladies there. And then there was Heidi Lamar. She was inventor of Wi-Fi. So she was one of the persons that had the secret communication system designed to help with radio frequencies. And then that became one of the inspired the Wi-Fi and the GPS and the Bluetooth technology that we use today. So she was inspirational in that. And then there's Annie Elsie. She was the NASA scientist. So we're just excited about her. She was one of the trailblazers in the gender and racial diversity STEM, and she was one of the first 4 Black employees in the lab there. So, just great accomplishment from these women, and she's broken down so many barriers for other women, and as we are doing right now. And then there's Mary Wilkie. She was the first home computer user, so she started out using her home computer. And in 1965 was her first ever computer. She was the first user, and so she was one of the ladies that helped with the link system. So just excited about that. And then there's Adele Goldberg. She was inspirational in the GUI, the global user interfaces. So these ladies have paved the way. And then there's Radia Perlman, she was the mother of the internet. So she was, her nickname was the mother of the internet. So she was instrumental in making today's internet possible from some of the work that she did. She was had a huge impact on the networks and organizations. And then there's Katherine Johnson. She was also a NASA mathematician. I want to highlight her because Katherine, her trajectory in her analytics and mathematics for NASA was crucial to the success of the first ever U.S. space flight. So her complex manual calculations were also critical in the future space missions, including the first American in orbit was John Glenn. Catherine ran the numbers program into the computer at NASA. And so for the flight on hand, at the request of Glenn, he would always request Catherine to be there. And he would always say, if she says it, then we're good. And she was, at age 97, she was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom Award by President Barack Obama. So at 97 years old, she was awarded that award, and that is great for women in technology. And then there's Karen Sparks Jones, and she was a pioneer of informational science. So she was also instrumental in parts of the IDF. So, and then there is Elizabeth Findler. She's also one of the person's original search engine. So she was also instrumental in that from 1972 between 1989. She was there in California working on some of those things. So, and things that we're currently using today, a lot of these women were instrumental in doing those things. And so there's so many women out there, it's just hard to even choose. But like it's been said so far, that women are so instrumental in the world of technology, and they're also instrumental in changing the world of technology. So I'm just so blessed to be a woman, and so blessed to be on the panel with such great women, and so thankful for this opportunity of ONPASSIVE that always highlight women and always support women, that always make sure that the women are out there and they are encouraged and they are supported and they are lifted up. So keep lifting each other up, ladies. Keep loving each other. And we are so grateful to be an example for the upcoming generation. Thank you so much, Dr. Pat and King Mike.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Sister Joyce. Why do I even start to summarize what you said? So we see women, when we come in, we are great. That's how I can say, right? We see she's mentioned from first computer to Wi-Fi to GPS to link system. Then just the one that just gets me all the time, and I watch Hidden Figure every time, the trust. So when the woman was in charge, the trust that the captain, the astronaut had, that is huge. For Glenn to say, if Catherine said go, I'm going, that is huge. And trust me, she had to break some barriers because they wanted her to be at the background and wanted the man, a white male, to be a middle person, like her mouthpiece. And when Glenn realized that she was the one doing the computer, she was a computer. So I want to hear from her. If she says it's a go, we are going. So women, whatever women, I think somebody was saying that if you watch Shark Tank, who is, I've forgotten his name, he said, in all the investment that every investment that I've made with a woman, I've made more money. So once we're in, we believe in ourselves, we excel, we're result driven. So women, believe in yourself. Let's keep trying to break the glass ceiling. Great ladies have done that for us. We've had Mama Ivy mention some, Sister Joycelyn just knocked them there. I could not even keep up with the notes. But we are able and we are capable. And this platform, again, linking it to how ONPASSIVE, the effect will be, ONPASSIVE is going to give us the solution that a lot of us, the resources, all women, you can network, all academy, you can take classes. So our solution, and this type of platform, all media, seeing our women out there doing what they're doing is going to be inspiration for our young ladies coming. And I believe in the next couple of years, the gap will have been reduced greatly. Thank you, ladies, for really showcasing women today. So I'm going to go to Sister Listra. Come on down.
Hello, hello. Okay, after all of that, I think I'm going to go home. I can't match what you guys just did. I'm going home. I mean, Dr. Pat, and then Sister Debbie and what she brought out about Dr. Benny that I never knew. All of this, Dr. Benny, kudos. Oh my goodness. So yeah, you all said it all. I don't have anything to say. I'm gonna go home. Okay. Anyway, and then Joyce and Ivy. I'm not writing anything in the chat to congratulate anybody because you guys are blowing my mind. I can't type. Anyway, I don't have names and all of that like you guys research. I just know that right now, today, a lot of women in the tech industry are working with people and helping young women and girls and everything to get into this field. Okay, they're helping them to get into mentorship programs and so on, helping. They're inspiring the next generation of women to pursue careers in this field. Okay, they're serving as role models for young girls, women, and whoever else that's interested in this technology field right now. And by sharing their stories, their experiences, they are showing young women that a tech career is achievable, and that they too can make a difference in the world. Why are women's contributions to technology essential today? Well, we need more women leading the change in tech if we want to continue pushing forward and making a real impact. That this means creating an environment that encourages female entrepreneurs and professionals to stay in the game, and demonstrating our appreciation for their achievements when they do that. In technology, women are the future, and they are making a difference and paving the way with their innovative ideas and their unwavering support, their relentless ambitions. Women's voices are rising and setting an example of leadership and excellence today. They are proving that their presence matters. They need to be celebrated for all of their successes. The tech industry has to start acknowledging the power that women in tech have today. They need to give them more opportunities, recognize their work and achievements, and support them wholeheartedly. Okay, and that's how I feel. And why I'm saying all of this, because I know in ONPASSIVE, this is happening for many women. Mr. Ash says that this is a company of equal opportunities, right? Equal opportunities for all. And I have seen many women employees in the office in India. They're in the foreground with their male counterparts. They are working alongside them. They're in the foreground with their expertise in full force. This is fantastic to see because many of these women are absolutely brilliant. We don't realize, but the majority of them, they are where they are today in that office in Hyderabad because they're brilliant. I wish I was, but anyway, they are now sitting side by side with their male counterparts. And this is so heartwarming to see. These women are now doing what they do best. And it's all because of Mr. Ash and our COO, Mohammed Kamal, and his team. I want to say thank you to all of them. And all that's left for me to say is go on passive, women. Together, you are all stronger. That's it. I'm done.
Wow. I don't know. I don't think I was supposed to be the one moderating today because I can't even keep up with you guys. But thank you, Sister Listra, for pointing out that if given the right environment, and these tech companies should keep giving the right environment for women, because we are very innovative, to showcase ourselves, and giving the right environment for women to be role model. And yes, so if we have the right environment, the right place for us to be role model, that's how we're going to keep bridging that gap. And yes, you said it. ONPASSIVE is doing that. If you go to our corporate meetings, we see some of the great managers in some of our solutions, leading our solution, are women. As I said last time, even for becoming a founder on this platform, gender was not an issue. They didn't ask whether you were male or female. We would just all become founders. That was a real level playing ground. ONPASSIVE is creating that environment for equal opportunity. As long as you have the talent, ONPASSIVE is going to showcase your talent, and ONPASSIVE is going to appreciate your talent. As ONPASSIVE is making the height and coming and showing that women are behind this solution, are the one managing it, driving it, making sure we get to the results we need. That is another venue for us to break the gap. Yes, thank you, Brother Vital. The name I wanted was Kevin, Mr. Wonderful in Shark Tank. That really showcased the women that if you invent with them. So, giving our women the environment, the tech company, are you guys listening? You have great women in your company. Give them the right environment to showcase their talent. And the media companies, please get program for women to come and talk about their career in technology, so this gap can be bridged. So thank you, Sister Lisa. That is a big angle to go through to really bridge this gap. I see our sister Amina joined us. So Amina, how are you doing?
I'm fine, apart from winter back for the last 3 days. But I'm really fine, and I'm sorry I got late because your time is changed.
Yes,
Yeah?
we spring forward. You people are coming 2 weeks after, and then we'll have the same gap.
Yeah, your time is changed.
I'm going to give you 1 or 2 minutes to catch your breath, because today our woman, our sister, the one that is our biggest technological queen, will be the last. We'll give her the honor to speak last today. So while I give Sister Yasmin and Sister Amina some time to catch her breath, I'm going to call out my sister, the one with the statistics, the one that comes to always give us percentages and numbers, and I start getting confused. You see, that's a woman in technology. She will talk about numbers and bring maths here and break our heads. So Sister Naka, come on down.
So are you talking about me? I didn't know.
Yeah, that's you. You bring us all the math. I'm waiting for the statistics now. Numbers don't lie. So break it down for us, Sister Naka.
Well, I have no statistic today. I talked about it last week.
Today, I'm just really going to celebrate all the women in technology. I know last week we showed that the society didn't help to for that gap. So the society choose where women should be. And what about today? Things really need to change. Then how can it change? Society has to put women equally with the men. When at the childhood, when family buying things, they should let women to choose. Then they will be able to go where the passion goes. So I know that today many women, they love technology. I know many of them, young girls, they love technology as a man. So another story, like today, it's a really different story. Women have the same passion like a man, and I can say that um, the gap is really closing. It has been like men supporting that. I know parents, some men, they want the children today to go at the same school, technology school like men. But what will work? I think that what will work better is women supporting other women, women being a role model to other women, and then we should support each other. And today, as my Debbie said, we have to celebrate our only and queen, Dr. Benny, for all her career, of all her what she done in technology. Thank you so much, sister. And we hope this role model will lead our young one, the future generation, to be in technology. And I know as well that uh, women like Yasmin, Amina, they're doing a lot already. And we hope it will be more women leading other women to go in technology. I take this occasion to say thank you to Ash Mufare, because he really made a difference. We never seen that gender inequality in this company. Everybody is equal, and he gave that. He's leading the way, and we can see on the top level of position we have women. We can see Dr. Soha, we see Professor Susan, and all other women in Hyderabad. This is very important, and we hope people will copy that model, so that the world of technology can be equal. So let's celebrate all the women in technology. There's a lot of them. I just check on on Google. Believe me, like I didn't know the top position is lead by woman, and YouTube CEO is a woman, and all other women is a lot of them. So I'm so glad people are taking action to change that narrative, and so that the world can be better, because we need both gender at, at the same time to make more a comprehensive product, to make really better products we can use in life. So thank you so much, my engineer Mike, because he give us this platform. So when you look here, he's the only man. So why only us women? Thank you for your faith in women, and we really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Wow, Sister Naka, thank you for all our mothers, our sisters, our daughters, anybody that has a position to impact young girls. I hope you
Yes.
guys are hearing. And for our fathers, brothers, uncles, nephews that have impact in the life of a young girl, I hope you heard her. Let's start by breaking the societal narrative, stereotypical things from early childhood, from buying even toys, okay? From buying toys to telling them what to study. Let's start by breaking that narrative, that stereotypical narrative that society has brought upon us. I remember when I was a young girl, I would go and fix the car with my dad. And I've forgotten some of the technology, let me tell you. And my mother, my grandmother, my auntie, they were like, "What are you doing there?" And my dad is, "What is wrong?" But they didn't want me to be under the car and trying to change oil, look at the shack, crankshaft, all of that. And really did not want it, but I loved it. And my father was okay with it. But my mother's auntie, and like, "What are you doing? They come and help us cook food in the kitchen." So that is a societal barrier that sometimes we put in place. And I want to continue echoing you guys all to give a thank to our CEO, Mr. Ashmufa, our COO, Mr. Muhammad Kamal, for them to employ women that they did not employ them because they were women. They employed them because they had the credentials as well. We've seen one of our own, we see the credentials she's carrying. It's because of the credentials. So women have the credential, we just need the opportunity to showcase ourselves. And I want to thank ONPASSIVE for making that gap. Thank you. And Sister Amina, if you are ready, you can come, because our queen of the night is going to go last. I was not going to let her go last, but after Sister Debbie, you put it out there, she has to go last. Sister Amina, come ahead.
Okay, thank you, Sister Pat. Actually, I already presented, last week what I had to say, but
Good.
we are living, our best time right now. Actually, when I was growing up, or a few years before, when you say I'm having my own business, my community, they will just say, "Are you opening a shop?" The only business that you can have, they thought it is opening a shop and just, selling this and that. They never get it. That you have still, I'm having a digital media and marketing company. They don't get it. They keep asking me. I mean, hey, what you are doing right now? You leave the BBC. What you are doing? I say, yeah, I have my own company. Oh, so now you open a shop. They never get it. So that so that it takes you many times, a long times, just to make them understand that you are having a digital media company. And sometimes when you say I'm working from home, there's another surprise, because all you do in digital and technology company, technology job, is in your computer. You and your computer. Imagine, we are women, we need spare time, yeah, to spend with the loved ones. We need a flexible job, because we go to we get pregnant, we fed kids, we breastfed, we need a more time, yeah. All of that you can get in digital world, not other word. If you are a farmer, you have to get and go to farm. If you are looking after livestock, you have to go to after your livestock. You will never get it. The most flexible job that you can do is in technology and it's in digital. So we are very lucky, and that ash is a godsend for us. And ONPASSIVE, I made it my 10th reason that women supposed to involve in a digital and technology world. That's what I believe. It's one of the reason. ONPASSIVE is one of the reason. Apart from it is, correcting of corruption. But at the same time, as women, it gives us a lot more than any other job. So, hey, women, my sisters, all I say is please come and join us. Don't left behind. Don't make yourself left behind. This is a lifetime opportunity. And that digital, in age 55, yeah, I I signed up to learn how to design a websites. Age 55. Hmm? Age 55. I have learned how to build a website. All I want is to get enough to do my websites. And I did it. So age, it doesn't matter. When the younger men dating, the older women, they said, yeah, age is just a number. Yes, age is just a numbers right now in technology world. So never listen if you say, oh, you are older woman. Why you are involved in technology business? Yes, the older woman is the better because we already gone through a lot. We have a lot of experience. So I'm really glad to be this platform, although I'm late, and my beautiful sisters and all the other, other our audience. And I would say my bit. That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sister Amina. Age is just a number. Ladies, you hear it? You can study at any age. And being in the digital world, I know somebody is like, what is digital? They cannot feel it, they cannot touch it. What is that? What are you doing? My kids actually ask me, Mom, do you really work? Or you sit at home? I said, please, I work, okay? So, yes, this is it. And ONPASS is going to give us that opportunity. And it is actually a field that will benefit us women because we have all these multiple hats to carry. We want to be a mother, we are a wife, so this will give us the time freedom that we need to do all these things. And as one of our great brothers shared, and I think that's why Engineer Mike is doing this. If you are a man in a woman's life, it doesn't mean for husband and wife. Engineer Mike is in our life now. You see the potential of a woman, nurture it, because once they come in, they will take it and run with it. Because once the woman gets it, trust me, they go at 100 and something miles per hour with it. So if you see the potential, nurture it. Don't think that they're old. We've heard our sister Amina, age is a number. You can join the digital world at any age. So now, unfortunately, Sister Queen Benny, I don't have all your credentials to introduce you. I want to ask our sister that is in 9 areas, 10 areas. She did not only acquire a PhD in technology, the highest degree you can acquire. She went on to do all the certification that she needs in all the different areas to study. And I think Sister Debbie said it. Now money is the only thing that has hold her back not to continue studying. I see her getting more certification after ONPASSIVE is launched. She paid her student loan. She'll be joining Sister Amina, maybe live streaming, maybe doing another web design, because the field of technology and computer science is huge. She's in 9 areas, and I know there's more areas that she would have loved to go into. So, but this is a type of people that we want to animate, and we want you to talk, and it's okay for us to celebrate you, because when our young ladies or daughters, they see you, and they look at Auntie Benny, they say, what? That young woman, that smart like that? She has a PhD, she has 9 certification. How did she do it? I want to be like her. Come on down. Queen Dr. Benny, share your thoughts about the topic today. You are in technology. How did you get there? How did you break the glass ceiling? Come on down. It's your turn.
Oh my goodness. Hey God. Sister Debbie, you make me cry. I didn't expect you. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, greetings. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to my queens on this panel. My brother, my king, you're my brother. Thank you. I want to greet each and everyone all over the globe. Those who are listening to us, thank you. Sister Debbie. Anyway, thank you again. The reason why I went to school is because I wanted to prove to my father that I can do it. And I'm talking so that our girls, all the females, all our girls, all our daughters, I want you guys to listen to me. I fought for it. I did everything. With this PhD, I had 7 different mentors. Do you guys think it's easy? It is not easy. I went through hell to be where I am today, despite the fact that some people within this company think that I cannot do it. You guys thought that I stole it. I did not. I want to first of all thank my God because he was there for me during my dissertation. He was there during my comprehensive exam. He was there when I was defending it. I was surprised they called me doctor. I said, Jesus, are you serious? Me? Anyway, this is our month. Every day is a Women's Day. It's not only this month. Really, I want to thank our God for sending our CEO, who is the visionary, to all of us. He wasn't selfish. He decided that he wanted to share this opportunity to all of us. And our CEO loves women, most importantly, his mother and his beloved wife, who is in technology. She is in technology. Professor Susan, she is there. Do you guys know Dr. Patient? She is a statistician. Anyway, I can't compete with her. Brother Engineer Michael, you were the one who decided that I should present cybersecurity with Engineer Bridget. Yes, we were the first to present security within ONPASSIVE. I'm going to say it and I brag about it. And Brother Marty said, he told me that our CEO hired a certified ethical hacker. So he wanted me to say something about it. And that's why I talk about black hat, white hat, and gray hat hackers. Yes, we were the first. And I will keep saying it. We were the first. Anyway, I do have a little bit of PowerPoint presentation. If you don't mind, I'm going to do it fast. But if you just give me a minute, please. I don't know if I should share it or just do it. Engineer Michael, you want me to share it or
You can share, Dr. Benny. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. Let's see.
Mhm.
Thank you.
You see the share button there?
Yes, please.
You are the
Okay.
woman of the
Go
hour.
ahead.
So
When you
today we're going to go slightly longer to honor you. So go ahead, dear.
Hey,
are celebrating you, go.
thank you.
Awesome.
Are you
Yeah, we're seeing you now. So go to the spot that says select now the screen that you want to share. It will go through.
God help. Let's see, I should wait. It says I should wait. God help me. Do you guys see the sharing? No.
Yeah, we can see it, Dr. B.
You can see the sharing? Oh,
Yeah.
great. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you so much. So
Yeah.
I'll begin. ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE deals with artificial intelligence and machine learning, right? And it's the reason why our CEO chose AI is because AI is gonna continue from now till the end. All right. So this is ONPASSIVE Women in Technology, today's date. All right. So I know I'm going to give my own definition too from Dr. Google. Yes. All right. Technology is the application of science, of scientific knowledge to the practical aims of human life, or it is sometimes phrased to the change and manipulation of the human environment. Technology is hands-on. You know, most of us, we do hands-on, especially when it comes to a risk management framework. Most of our women now, especially in Washington, D.C., they are working on risk management framework, which deals with what? Needs from the National Institute of Standards and Technology. You know, a lot of companies right now, like the federal government, we are using certain documentation, right, with a risk management framework. Anyway, so when it comes to this technology, we have hands-on. And if you cannot do hands-on, you cannot really work in a technological field. You got to know. So can do profession where people have to be skilled in many of the following: engineering, communication, designing, developing, innovating, managing, manufacturing, modeling, and system thinking. But technology also gives what? Us various products which can be used for good or ill, or where the benefits are disputed. And similarly, the process involved in producing and using technologies means that we should all take an interest in whether it provides us and anyone else with sustainable future. Now, we are here, women in technology. It empowers girls, right? Girls and women to excel in science and technology, engineering, the arts and math, from the classroom to the boardroom. We do this by providing our community with education, exposure, and experience. Now, because this month is the month of women, we have 15 women in tech, but I did not choose all of them. I just chose few of them. So can you guys believe that the first programmers weren't men? They weren't men, they were women. Sorry. And the first computer weren't machine. What they were in both cases were women. Both the stories of far too many of the women who drove innovation in the 19th, 20th, and into the 21st century. This key technological architect of modern life have long gone overhead. This phrase is unsung. What about the woman who created the Palm Pilot? The woman who made working from home a reality, the woman who invented online dating, a woman who helped President Obama save the internet. Yes, they are all women. The woman who cracked the secret of universe with computation. You have Wilhelmina Femin and the Harvard computers. Wow. The, the digital development global practice recently launched a new approach to accelerate its work on gender equality with an ambition vision that centers on women and girls. Now, in the late 1800s, men at Harvard College Observatory were busy gazing at the sky through telescope, gathering data about the stars and the planet. But what to do with all this raw information? The head of the observatory, Edward Peckery, needed someone to crush the astronomical numbers in order to calculate relationship and effectively measure the universe. Men reportedly turned down this nose at this clerical work. So Pickery asked his housemate, Wilhelmina Femin, to work as a computer at Harvard. Femin agreed, going on to lead a team of more than 80 women who did the computational work that's responsible for how we understand the universe today. Wow, wow, wow. So the first computer programmers, the women of ENIAC. You can just look at this diagram here. See, I think this looked like a data center or something. So anyway, the idea that computation and programming was tedious, women's work opened in a new tab, extended into the 20th century, right until men found out how cool it was. Open in a new tab. In the first half of the 20th century, Harvard's computer grew into a unit of female mathematicians. I would just say like a statistician, as our own Black female Dr. Pat. Anyway, life. The calculation they did piloting ballistic were time-consuming and exceeding complicated. Two men decided to build a machine that could carry out these calculations. It was called the ENIAC, and it's now considered the first electrical computer. But it was the women mathematician who actually programmed ENIAC. The ENIAC builders recruited 6 women to become the world first coders. Can you believe women coding? People don't understand how difficult it is. Oh my goodness. Anyway, now the work they did for the army in the 1940s resulted in the first software program, the development of computer memory and storage, and the beginning of programming language. The mothers of computing, Grace Hopper. The mother of computing also got her start in the military. In the 1940s, Grace Hopper worked at the Harvard Computation Lab as part of the Navy Reserve, programming the Mark I computer that brought speed and accuracy to military initiative. Later, she transferred to the Eket Mochi Computer Corporation, where she worked as a senior mathematician. She helped develop the UNIVAC 1 computer, the first business-oriented machine. So her accurate include creating the first compiler software and translate the arithmetic into language and unifies programming instructions. She was one of the first architects of a new compiled computer language called COBOL, wow, which is still a standard of data processing today. Most notably, she is credited with the idea that computer code could be written and read like language. Wow, the woman you have to thank for hybrid cars, batteries is Annie. Can you believe she is a black woman? Sorry. Annie made a jump from human computer to computer programmer while working at the mid-century agency of what could become NASA, running simulations at a freaking rector lab. She was one of only 4 African Americans employees. She is well known for her work encouraging women and people of color to enter STEM field. Computer scientist, mathematician, and space scientist Annie Esley. This is our woman here, our sister here. Later, her work as a programmer evolved energy conversion STEM system. According to NASA, she developed and implemented code that led to the development of the battery used in the first hybrid car. You are welcome, Pius driver. The person who pioneered the gift, that is WFH, Mary Ellen Wilkins. Not only did Mary Ellen help to develop what is now considered the first personal computer, she was also the first person to have a PC in her own home. Wow. Oh, Mary worked on the Link computer as a programmer and instruction author. She is credited with writing the Link operating program manual, and she was also the programmer of the LAP6 operating system for Link. Wow. In a 2011 interview open in a new lab, she revealed that she was actually took the Link home with her in order to write the operating system, helping to make working remotely a reality. Wow. For so many of us today, working from home, I didn't know that it was because of her. I have to thank her for all this. All right. Googling. Remember, we get most of our information from Google. Something will never have occurred to men without her. Karen Jones. Now, the search engine that we are utilizing today was from Karen. The search engine we use daily rely on the natural language processing discovery made by one female computer scientist, Karen Jones. She was recruited to Cambridge into the language research unit by another female professor, the computation linguist Margaret Masterman. Jones' most notable achievement laid the groundwork for a sort of information retrieval we use today. She introduced the use of tesseract into language processing, allowing for computation recognition of similar words. And she also introduced the idea and the method of term weighing and information retrieval, which help queries determine which term were the most relevant. Now we say, hey, I've been hearing about GoDaddy. Before there was GoDaddy, there was this woman called Elizabeth Jake Finley.
Before it was called the internet. The ARPANET was just a series of notes unseen by the Department of Defense that connected several research institutions. The Stanford Research Institute was the node that oversaw the entire directory of the internet through the Network Information Center. And the NIC, which is the Network Information Center, was run by a researcher named Elizabeth Joycelyn, who more commonly went by Jake as a child-friendly little sister pronunciation of her name, Betty Jo, sounded like Baby Jake, hence nickname. Basically, Friendly Outfit was the human Google, the organization White and Yellow Pages. You know, I forgot about the White and Yellow Pages, brother Michael. I forgot. But hearing from this woman, and if you needed to retrieve an address or register a new one, you ask Jake. Eventually help to Siri transition to the domain name system. She helped introduce domain name protocol, open in a new tab. So we have Jake to thank for all the .coms, .net, .gov out there today. All right. In my conclusion, diversity generates more revenue compared to their peers. High gender diversity, companies deliver slightly better return, and they have outperformed on average less diverse companies over the past 5 years. Women think differently by nature. Interacting with a diverse team forces individuals to prepare better and anticipate alternative viewpoint. We need more role models. We need more role models today for our girls. Thank you so much, Dr. Pat, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you to all our panels. Thank you.
All right. I was trying to admit myself. Wow, the lady of the hour just took it to the hour, right? she she went through the line of hybrid card to the domain name to the computer algorithm, all by women. You see, when you're in every area of the computer where you take us through every woman in the computer way. Thank you, Sister Dr. Benny, for enlightening us how much women are really instrumental in the world of technology. That means we are, because we think naturally, we have the brains. Just give us the chance and include us in your workplace, and you will not regret it. So, for the man that brought us here, Engineer Michael OJONGTAMBIA, and the battle back to you, my brother. Thank you for giving us the platform to come here and maybe talk some sense. Maybe we don't talk sense, but just the fact that we can be here and talk and maybe pretend that we're confident, maybe we're not confident, but that just shows our young ladies that I never used to talk in public, right? That it is okay to talk. And women, I'll plead again with you, please, your mouth is your number one instrument. Don't shy out from talking, and don't say, that is too small for me to talk about, because it's one thing with us women. We look at something and say, that's not a great deal. You people are too intelligent that you just look at things, this is not a great deal, don't bring it up. And you see a male counterpart and talking about it, say, what? Is that not great a deal? Please bring it up, talk, be your advocate. There's nothing wrong to that. You can be assertive. I know they've made us feel like we talk, we are aggressive. No, we are not. We're just being assertive. Thank you, Engineer Mike. I'll pass it over to you, and you can close us for the day. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. Women in the house. We're celebrating women. This is the Women Month. We go right up to the end of the month. Next week we'll have the last this week on Thursday we'll have the last session of this. Then we'll continue with other technical stuff. We enlighten the public about our systems and our environment and our ecosystem as we go along. Exceptional presentation, all the ladies. I say I always celebrate ladies or women because I was brought up by my mom single-handedly. So I always appreciate everything that women do. Dr. Benny, we celebrated you on the 16th of February. Today is the 13th of March. We're still celebrating you and we'll celebrate you on to the end. All to the end. So I have a 4-year-old. I became friends with Dr. Benny on the 17th of January 2021. Since then, we've been friends. So I have a 4-year-old that needs to hear just her voice. And he will say, without even looking, and he will say, that is Auntie Dr. Benny. Okay, so that's how you are recognized and you are celebrated without you knowing. I didn't know that Queen Debbie will be bringing that up this tonight. It was like a big bomb to me. I'm like, wow, all this education, but we should celebrate people who are brilliant. We should celebrate achievement. That's a lot of achievement, okay? I've gone to school, but I've not reached that level, okay? So we want to celebrate you, Dr. Benny. You are a woman in technology. We want to thank you. Dr. Pat is a woman in technology as well. And all the ONPASSIVE women are women in technology. And Naka can tell me technological things that I did not even believe before. Amina can do the same, but she's a journalist. Yasmin can do the same. Listra can do the same. Oh my goodness. Not to talk about Joyce and Ivy Mix. So when Ivy Mix will start telling you about the technical stuff, she will tell you that those are Engineer Mike's words. I'm like, okay, well, so, I mean, we want to celebrate you all women. You people are so brilliant. We want to thank you for what you bring to us. People don't really know what they are missing, right? If you come here, you sit here, you hear what these brilliant women, they speak or what they say or they bring out to the public. Their points, statistics, reality, I mean, facts that they're undisputable. I just want to thank you all. It was a great one today. It's as if let's not finish today, but people need to rest to continue their work tomorrow. Amina needs to go and pray. I think so. Yeah, very soon. So I just want to thank everybody for coming. I saw so many people on the chat today that have not been here before. They were so happy. They are just chatting and telling everybody that they are happy to be here. They want to be coming again. So thank you all, ladies, because nobody knew who were you were before, right? But what you are bringing out on this platform is more than, I don't know what to say, but you people are doing it. And I want to encourage you and thank you. We are here for each other. We are in it to win it, all of us, and we will get to the end. We are just at the finish line, okay? Let's be fired up so that we carry that flame right up to the line and cross over and win the race. It was a race, okay? Some people have been in the journey for 4+ years. My own is, I think, 2.5 getting there with Dr. Pat. Other people have been 3-4 years, you know, but we are still here. We're cool, right? So let's keep up the faith, trust the process, you know, understand what our CEO is telling us, because he doesn't do anything without letting us know, right? We just keep the flame burning until we hit that finish line and we cross over. Thank you, everybody. Let's just unmute ourselves and we say our slogan, in it to win it. For
In
everybody,
it.
then we close for the day. We are so in
So
it to
in
win it.
it to win
To
it.
win it.
We are in it to win
We
it.
are so in it to
In
win
it
it. All
to
of
win
us,
it.
we are
Yes,
We are
So
in it
so
to
in
win
it
it.
to win
to
it.
win it.
We are so
we
in
are
it
so
to
So
win
in
it.
it to win it.
In
In
it
it
to
to
win
win
it.
it.